40% of Americans use a certain app as a search engine. More specifically, 27% of adults have taken bad money advice from this app. We are talking about TikTok. As a finance TikToker myself, let's react to some good, bad, and ugly videos. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Imran the Finance Engineer. I used to engineer things for companies like Amazon and Ring, but now I help people engineer their finances.
Screw the 401k. Stop taking your money and put into the 401k where you can't touch it until you retire. And if you decided to pull your money out early, they're gonna ding you and charge you a boatload of money to use your own money. Come on, man, shit.
All right, we're off to a great start already. Now, here's the thing. The 401k is a retirement account, right? The reason you put money in there is to save for retirement. So if you need that money in the short term, don't put it in the 401k. You have high yield savings accounts, brokerage accounts, which are awesome, super underrated. There are no rules for early withdrawal penalties, no limits, nothing. Very flexible. All right, let's continue.
Instead, you take your money, you put into what's called real estate, all right? Where it's tangible and you can control it.
Okay, here's why tangibility doesn't matter these days. Think about it. You have a house, and then you have a social media account, let's say Instagram, or it could be YouTube with 10 million followers. Which one's more valuable? In my opinion, that 10 million follower account is more valuable than that real estate because you can make an incredible amount of money with 10 million Instagram followers because you can monetize the hell out of that. Another non-tangible asset is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is about to hit $100,000. And we have companies like BlackRock, Fidelity, jumping into it, creating their own spot ETFs. Not tangible. Is it valuable? Yeah.
Now listen, your 401k money eventually can go away and dry out.
No. As long as you're investing in a low-cost index fund, you can use something called the 4% rule, which allows you to take 4% of your retirement fund out. Your money will never run out or it'll last at least 30 years. So let me show you something here. Let's say we invest $500 per month into our 401k. With an average annual return of 7%, which is pretty standard, and this is after inflation. Over 40 years, you're gonna have around $1.2 million. Now, if you have this in a Roth 401k, guess who's not paying taxes on this $1.2 million? You. But if this were in a pre-tax or traditional 401k, you're getting a tax savings during the year of your contributions. For example, let's say you're making $100,000 per year. If you contribute $10,000 per year into your 401k, the IRS is no longer taxing you on all $100,000. You're being taxed on $90,000. Boom, you just save money on taxes. Now, while you do have to pay taxes on withdrawals in retirement, on average, retirees spend about 80% of their pre-tax income in retirement. So if you were living off of $90,000 in pre-retirement, 80% of $90,000 is $72,000. Now, are you gonna owe more taxes on $90,000? Or $72,000, $90,000. So you are paying less taxes. So by withdrawing $72,000 per year from your retirement account, accounting for inflation each year after that, you are literally saving money on taxes. And let's actually take it a step further because I want to prove to you that your retirement money in your 401k will likely last you throughout retirement. So here we have a retirement income calculator from Vanguard. Vanguard is one of the largest investment companies in the world. So let's assume you're 25 years old and you plan to retire at age 65. You make $70,000 per year and you're able to save 10% of your income. You have zero saved so far, and you think you're gonna need about 80% of your current income or your pre-retirement income, which was $70,000 for retirement. And we're gonna assume a 7% annual rate of return for your investments. This is standard, and this is after inflation. Before inflation, this number is around 10%. We're also gonna assume you're gonna get $2,200 per month from Social Security, and how I got that was directly from the Social Security Administration website. So by the age of 65, you'll have around $672,000 in your retirement account, and your estimated monthly expenses are around $4,600. Based on this calculation, you could safely withdraw at least $4,400 and have that last throughout retirement. It's pretty damn good.
Not with rental property. You get a paycheck every single month as long as you hold on to the rental. And did you know that every single year you can increase the rent by $50? So imagine if you have 10 or 50 units. For example, I have 14 units. So each year I increased each unit by $50. That puts an extra $700 in my pocket every single month.
Okay, there are some ethical concerns here. And if you don't know, people hate landlords. I mean, hate.
Give me rent.
Another thing is, as a landlord, you have to maintain these properties. So while you may be able to increase rent, you know what else increases? Property taxes, homeowners insurance, the cost of maintenance, the cost of repairs. In fact, let me show you something here. I recently got a quote for a water heater replacement. Our water heater's about to go belly up. Almost $8,000 to replace this damn water heater. So while real estate can be a great investment, you have to factor in these additional costs risk, because it's not all butterflies and rainbows. Do you want to know about an investment that doesn't have any maintenance? 401ks.
First of all, very clever. Did you write that at home?
You can literally set it and forget it. You never have to look at it. It's pretty nice. And it has some awesome tax benefits.
It's tax-free? Your renter's paying down your debt?
Oh, hold on. Tax-free. Let's Google something here. Is rental income taxable? The IRS treats rental income as regular income for tax purposes. Probably what he's alluding to are the tax benefits associated with owning real estate, such as being able to write off things like property taxes, depreciation, mortgage insurance, things like that.
After 25, 30 years, all of those rentals are paid off. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Screw the 401k.
So I'm gonna rate this video a 1 out of 10 because it is some bad Monet advice.
Day trading is a scam.
I don't know if I'd call it a scam, but highly unprofitable? Yes.
See, what 90% of people think of when they think of day trading is wake up, trade for 10 minutes, make $10,000, walk away, enjoy your day, go buy a Lamborghini. And there's a specific 1% of people that understand that this is not the case. And when you're able to comprehend the fact that day trading is not like this at all, and that is like 99% of the scam world out there with all the gurus,
I agree.
that's when you become profitable. And you should take it from me. Like, people call me a guru, but I don't fucking sell anything. I don't sell a course. I'm not here to try to get you to buy anything. I'm just trying to help you guys out.
Okay, let's just verify that he's not trying to sell anything. Dylan Hartman Trades. Looks like we have a link in bio. Let's check this out. No Limit Trades, crypto. Get access to our premium crypto trading membership. Daily crypto alerts, 89% win rate. That's almost an A. Live trading calls, educational crypto videos, crypto terminology breakdown. This is our crypto only membership. $20 per month, not bad. But if you pay yearly, $160. Okay, jokes and hypocrisy aside, let's look at some real world data to see if day trading is actually worth it. So this first study here concludes that active day traders underperform the value weighted market index by 86 basis points per month or 10.3% annually. This means that active day traders can't even beat the overall stock market. So the money in your 401k, for example, is likely being invested in the overall stock market, maybe with like an S&P 500 index fund, which historically has returned around 10% per year for inflation, after inflation, around 7%. So they're not even beating that, which is pretty pathetic, despite all the time they're investing into this. Another study here says that, in conclusion, the paper finds strong evidence that day trading is consistently and highly profitable, even net fees. Wait, hold on. This is the opposite of what we want, but let's keep reading. To those with the best information/strategies, the best systems and access to trade quickly, and the highest conviction/discipline. However, this accounts for fewer than 1% of all traders. In all likelihood, these are career professionals with great connections and highly sophisticated trading tools and systems. The overwhelming majority of day traders lost money consistently and worse than random luck would predict. And we can see this trend continue. On any given day, 97% of day traders lose money.
That's a damn shame.
Now, the main reason why day trading is so popular is because people market it as quit your 9-to-5 job, make passive income, turn 10 grand into $1 million. And everybody wants that easy money, that financial freedom, and some people are just gonna fall for many of these sales tactics. But not you, because you're subscribed, right? Right?
Right.
Anyway, ignore all the hype and all the marketing. Just invest your money long-term, perhaps in a 401k, so you can make that money. Okay, looks like in this next video, the content creator is responding to a comment that says, thoughts on financial advisors.
I think it's a dying profession. So financial advisors are typically not looking out for your best interests. Remember, their goal is to make their firm money. They want to keep you as a client, but their goal is to make money for their own firm. Sure, there are good financial advisors, like people who will look out for you, but a lot of them are kind of scummy. Like, they're going to give you bad investment advice to give themselves the most amount of profit. A lot of the information is also free online these days.
Let's talk about how advisors actually make their money. One of the most common ways is through asset-based fees. And this is where advisors charge a percentage of the total value of a client's investments they manage. So I quickly Googled what the average investment management fee is, and it looks like it's about 1.17%. But 1% seems like nothing. I mean, I pay a 10% sales tax on my cat food. Not my cat food, but like my cat's cat food. You get it. Let me show you how much that 1% is going to cost you over the course of 30 years. Let's say you invest $7,000 for 30 years and you're being charged a 1.17% management fee. We'll also assume you're investing $7,000 per year at a rate of return of 7%. You are paying $154,000 in fees when you can easily do this yourself for a fraction of the cost. I even have videos that walk you through step by step. But I know what you're thinking. I'm pretty sure a financial advisor can make me more money than 7%. That is not the case. There's a popular report by Spiva which tells us about the performance of active funds versus the performance of their benchmarks. And what we can see here is that in the US, 90% of active funds actually underperform the S&P Composite 500, which represents about 90% of all stocks here in the US. And barely 10% of these funds actually perform better. And this is over the course of 10 years. We can see similar results in countries like Canada, Europe, and so forth. And what you have to understand is that these actively managed funds are managed by financial advisors, financial analysts, people that are professionals doing this for a living. And even then, they can't beat the S&P. So it is highly unlikely that your financial advisor is going to beat this 7% rate of return. Another way financial advisors make money is through commissions. And they earn this by selling specific financial products like mutual funds, annuities, or life insurance policies. Now that is a huge red flag. Why? Because there is a conflict of interest. So how do you know if they're not just trying to make a buck off you? Now again, some advisors are fiduciaries and they have to act in your best interest legally. So I want you to avoid financial advisors that charge an asset-based fee or commissions. Instead, I want you to go with a fee-only advisor. Got it? Cool. Whew. Okay, let's stop yapping and start watching.
If you spend a couple weeks just reading up on finance and how to invest in the stock market, you can be your own financial advisor.
Yes.
There are also lots of platforms that automatically invest for you nowadays. Now, this is only really true if you're like the average person. If you're extremely wealthy, financial advisors are almost a must. There's all sorts of special tax loopholes and other kind of shenanigans rich people can do, but like you and me most likely cannot. But yeah, I could see financial advisors eventually just catering to like the super rich, because 95% of people do not need a financial advisor.
I could not agree more. So if you have some complex situation, you make a lot of money, it might make sense to talk to a financial advisor, tax professional, estate planning attorney. But for the average person, that's overkill. For most people, a 401k, Roth IRA, brokerage account. Within those accounts, a simple low-cost index fund is all you need. And it's so incredibly easy, you can do it within 30 minutes. Check out this video where I talk about the 3 best index funds to invest in, then make sure you get your high yield savings set up so you can make some money.